In Scotland, we're facing a housing emergency. And if we want to tackle that emergency equitably, it's vital that our government and our politicians back community-led housing. Community-led housing is housing that communities provide themselves to meet local needs. Typically, communities provide these homes where others are not, so that would be in rural areas, islands and towns where there's local failure of the housing system. So far, communities around Scotland have delivered over 600 homes in different parts of the country. Community-led housing is distinctive in that when a community leads on delivering more homes, it does two main things. So on the one hand, providing affordable homes that people need, and on the other hand, helping the community as a whole to thrive, and that might be through tackling rural depopulation, keeping essential public services running by providing homes for key workers, or supporting the development of the local economy.
We identified very early on that we were an ageing community and we needed to retain younger people in our community. We've got 10 children in our 5 houses, and that's equivalent to 25% of the school roll in our primary school. So that's a massive positive impact, as far as we see it, on a part of our community that we are desperate to retain long term.
Community-led housing is Scotland's fastest growing housing sector. That's partly due to the public sector investment over the last decade. So for instance, in the last 5 years, we've seen a 250% increase in the number of homes that have been delivered by communities. With that investment, communities have been able to develop a pipeline of new housing projects, which with further support could translate into the delivery of as many as 1,700 more homes in the next 5 years through to 2031. Those homes, critically, will be in places that are poorly served by the current housing system. So that potential will only come to pass with further investment from the public sector and with a culture change in Scottish Government. And to that end, the Community-Led Housing Alliance is asking for 3 main things. Firstly, we'd like to see the creation of a new £55 million Scottish Government Community-Led Housing Fund, which would be transformative. Secondly, we'd like to see action to provide more patient, low-cost finance for community-led housing, and in particular for the Scottish Government and the new National Housing Agency, More Homes Scotland, to work with the Scottish National Investment Bank to create a dedicated loan fund for community-led housing. And thirdly, we'd like to see continued and expanded support from the Scottish Government for Scotland's non-profit community housing enablers. And these are organisations that support communities around the country to develop and deliver the housing that's needed where they are. These projects that communities delivered, they seem small in the larger scale of things, but the impact they have within a particular community is massive, and it's transformative often for the fortunes of that community and the people within it.